Alright, so better late than never on my Wegovy check-in for this week. So there's not a whole lot to cover, but like kind of a lot to cover in this video, but let's just get straight to it. So for anyone who's new here, I've been on Wegovy for, I've lost count, but like a while now. You can go back to my channel and see all my vlogs that have kind of updated on my journey with Wegovy, also previously Saxenda, and before that Qsimia. Just some background on me: I am insulin resistant, I have PCOS, I have a lot of struggles with my weight and have for a very long time now. My BMI starting in this journey was 39. It was like right between 39 and 40. It was really high. So for my health and well-being, I have chosen to start this journey and get myself into a healthier place. So I before now have done all types of diets and fad diets and everything else, and it's not to say that, you know, none of them worked, but long term for me they were not sustainable, and so we're kind of trying to work through that now. But anyways, here we are. So I've been on this journey for a little while with oh my gosh, with Wegovy. And from the last time I had given an update, I mean, technically it's a few updates now, my weight has kind of just keeps seesawing, right between like 189 pounds and as low as 186 pounds. Now, here is where I am currently struggling. My appetite is still low, which for me is very, very good. Food noise is still minimal, especially compared to what it used to be. And I've been having increased nausea, but I'm pretty sure I knew why. So my problem right now, my multiple problems right now, my weight, I'll start by saying my weight is, as of this morning, 189 again. And so, but I believe this is multiple reasons. First reason is I've not been eating a lot of food, but I have been eating the wrong foods, especially over the last like week to week and a half. If you saw my most recent video or my community post, I mentioned that I was out of state for a family funeral, and during that time did some kind of stress eating as well as eating out with family, and I've not been making the best choices as far as the types of things I am eating. A lot of those things have been higher in sodium. I've been eating like saltier food, and I am retaining a lot of water because of that. Not only that, but I've had a lot of issues with constipation all along with this medication, and that is still a thing, and it is really, really bad right now, especially. So I'm not even sure what I weigh at this point. I'm going to go by what my scale says right now, which is 189. But I don't know if that's, you know, partially due to like a constipation issue or what's going on. I'm doing everything I should to try to alleviate my constipation issues, and it's still been a bit of a struggle. I'm trying to increase like my fiber intake. Like for instance, tonight I'm doing a grocery pickup and have a salad tonight that I have coming in for dinner. I usually just have like a Caesar salad. I don't add like a whole lot of extra stuff to it. I try to keep the dressing pretty minimal, but it's just like the lettuce, and I think it comes with, is it Parmesan cheese? I don't know. Caesar dressing and chicken, grilled chicken on top of it, because I do like to have protein with every one of my meals, so that's how I'm gonna do that. I've been struggling, aside from, you know, the bad choices I've been making, that's part of the problem, but I've been struggling with food as far as like I get bored of food very, very easily. So I will love one food like for 2 days, and then I'll like hyperfixate on that food, and then the next thing I know, I don't want to eat that food ever again. And I'm at this point where like I'm kind of hungry, but like nothing sounds good to me. Everything sounds so boring. And unfortunately, when I do find something that I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds good, it's usually something that's either, once again, really high in sodium, or something that's just really not good for me at all. Like I'm craving like really strong flavors and tastes, and unfortunately for me, a lot of the things with like strong flavors and taste are like pizza and Chinese food and things like that. And they're like my go-to comfort foods from the past. So even though I'm not having like binge cravings anymore like I used to, and even though I'm still eating like proper amounts of things, I'm not eating like a large portion. Like I literally cannot, I feel like, on this medication without getting like violently ill. But you know, those things do cause me to retain water. They're not the healthiest thing to be putting in my body, and so, you know, I'm trying to get back on track. Like I said, I have a grocery pickup order, and I've kind of been trying to switch up everything I'm getting in to be healthier. And I've been using like Facebook groups I'm part of, or like other YouTubers, as inspiration for like good meals to try to make, and you know, trying to find something that is healthy and, you know, has a good protein, and but like doesn't sound boring to me, which is hard. It's hard. Everything sounds boring. And I hear this a lot with people on this medication, is that you get sick of food very easily. And you know, that might sound really great if you're somebody who, like me before, really struggled. But it either, one, will lead to you not eating enough, or two, it'll lead to you, you know, still eating small amounts like I've been doing, but eating the wrong things, because you're gonna go to those things that you've had as comfort foods in your past. So that's where I'm at. But as far as like my new grocery list, I love acai bowls, and I love smoothies and things like that. So I'm trying to get some more of those types of healthier things, and you know, trying to do like grilled chicken versus fried, or you know, just basically taking it easy on the things that I know have been causing me issues, and trying to get a little more like variation in, you know, just try to like, I don't know, I'm just trying to toss things up a little bit and find interest in some foods that are good for me. Sorry about the music in the background. I'm playing Palea. There you go. I'm super hooked on this game. But that's the gist of it. So, I mean, like I said, I can't really give you a good... Someone's visiting me. I've never had a visitor in Palea before. Oh, it's one of my friends is at my house. Interesting. Okay. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh gosh, I'm like losing track of what I was saying. Hold on. I gotta think about this. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I was saying I can't give a good idea as to how much I weigh currently. I will say that, you know, my clothes are still continuing to feel looser, which is excellent. I need to go get a new belt for work because my current one is way too big, and it's also like pretty worn. I've literally had this belt for like 3 years now, and it's a leather belt, but it's really kind of not looking the greatest anymore, so I've got to get a new one. So I mean, I'm seeing progress in some areas. I also, I'm gonna be honest, I've been failing in regards to exercising. I know my doctor really wanted me to exercise more to, you know, gain some muscle mass over the past month, almost a month now since my visit with him. I'm kind of scared because I have my next check-in with him on Thursday next week, and he wanted to see me improve this, and I'm not trying to make excuses or anything. Like, this is on me. I should have found some time to get some exercise in. But the reality is I haven't, between, you know, going out of state for that funeral, and we had a hurricane here for about, I mean, I got exercise bringing all my plants in, that's for sure. Like, there were 200 or so odd plants that I had to bring into our apartment to keep them from getting blown away. But aside from that, no, I have not done the exercise that I should be doing, and I just need to get to it. But I always just feel so tired and like, just like bad. I don't know why. I don't feel great physically. And so anytime I'm not at work, I just come home and all I want to do is, you know, lounge around, read my book, or play games, and like just lay down. Or sometimes I'll just want to sleep. But also, I don't sleep enough. I sleep an average of 3 to 5 hours or so, I would say, a night. 6 on really, really good days. So, you know, not great. And that's probably part of the problem too. I don't know why my schedule gets so messed up. I mean, part of me knows it's like this. I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but you know, when you work so much, you come home, and no matter how tired you are, it's like part of me rebels against it and is like, no, I need time to do the things that I've been wanting to do. And a lot of the time, so I'll come home from work and I do the things I need to get done. I'll take care of like any chores, cleaning, laundry, things that need to get done around the apartment. And then by the time I'm done all of that, it's the time I should be going to bed if I'm actually going to sleep like a normal, healthy amount. But by that point, I'm like, no, I didn't get time to play my game or, you know, read a book or whatever I want to do. And so no matter, this is fly. No matter how late it is and how little sleep I'm going to get, I just can't sleep until I do some of those things. It just feels like it's like necessary. And so at that point, like, my mind's between like, oh, you know, what's more important, getting healthy sleep or being able to do, you know, these things that you enjoy. And, you know, doing the other things I enjoy wins. In most cases, it wins. And so I've been sleeping later and later, and it's just, it's not great. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to fix that. But that's where we are in all this. The medication's still, for me, working. You know, I'm not gaining a bunch of weight anymore, which is fantastic. You know, so even if I have like a rough week, which happens, you can't beat yourself up about it. You know, normally I might see like a 5-pound gain on my scale, and I'd lose motivation to keep trying, and then next thing you know, I'd be binging. And but you know, on the medication, it kind of prevents that. I don't really gain like any excessive amount of weight because I'm eating still like more appropriate amounts of food, even if it's the wrong types of food. And I don't feel like binging because I can't eat that much. So that part's, you know, working well. And what I really like is that, you know, if you fall off the wagon for a bit, like I tended to in my whole history of trying to lose weight, it happens. You know, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm so tired today. But yeah, so you can kind of just pick up where you left off. So instead of being like, oh my gosh, I just gained back 10 pounds from messing up my diet, and now I've got to re-lose that 10 pounds and, you know, and progress from there. It's not like that, as long as you're not like really, really messing up and eating like a ton of food. But I mean, as far as this goes, it's kind of like, hey, you'll stop losing weight. At least in my case, I'm just speaking for me. I'm, you know, can't say anything for anyone else. But in my case, you know, I'll stop losing weight, but at least, you know, when I get back on that wagon, I'm not like 10 pounds heavier and having to catch back up to where I was again. It's just, okay, you know, we haven't lost it a little bit, but we can continue onwards now, you know? And that really, really helps me. And, you know, I've got to look at the big picture of, you know, my loss this far, you know, weight loss, anything like this, or Same with weight gain. If you're somebody looking to gain weight, it's not linear. It goes up and down and all over the place. But if you look at the big picture, that's where you'll see your progress. And so for me, you know, it might feel like, wow, I'm going like months and I'm not losing, or like, you know, but I look at my start, which was technically a little over 230 pounds if I count everything, down to now 189 pounds. And there you go. That is still loss. I've still lost that weight and I've maintained it. And so I just gotta keep pushing forward and finding what's going to help me continue to get to my goal. And that's that. So yeah, like I said, I do have another checkup on Thursday this next week. And I don't know if they're going to do the in-body scan at this appointment. They might, because it's been a month. We're going to have to see. If they do, I'll do what I did last time. I'll talk about, you know, the scan results. I'll be curious to see what's changed since my last scan. And I'll go over, you know, anything that we kind of went over at the doctor's. So, and that's basically it. Anyways, that's all. I hope, you know, that was enough of like an update, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. But I hope everyone else is doing well. Let me know how you're doing on your journeys, regardless of what they are, and you know how you're all doing. I hope everyone got through that hurricane okay if you were in the path of Idalia. And you know, I hope everyone is recovering well if you did take, you know, the brunt of that hurricane. And in general, I hope everyone's staying healthy and happy, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye.